So, challenges, country streaks, 3 minutes, moving, panning and zooming. Let's invite. The link should be in the description. Let me know how you did and let's start. Okay, so where is this? This looks Nordic. The red houses like that tend to be like Norway, some Sweden, some maybe Denmark. But where specifically, I don't quite know yet. Let's try to find out. There's some signs here. I think Brodbo, Mons. The A with the circle, I think only exists in Swedish. So that would be my guess for now. Let's see if there's anything else we can get here so far. Mons, Ols. Yeah, my guess would be Sweden at this point. I'll place it down for now. If it's right, I guess we'll see. But to be honest, it does look Swedish. Like, Swedish guesses tend to look somewhat like that. So far, I don't really have a lot of reason to doubt it, but I just kind of want to double check. There, yeah. Let's see, any more language here? Alright. Nothing here so far. Let's keep moving along this way. There's some blue rectangles ahead. Any good information on there? Let's see. Yeah, this has to be Sweden. Yeah, there we go. Next round. That was just too definitively Sweden, and this might end up being a rough one. This might end up being bad. Let's see. If we can even find any information there. Oh, that's... Please let me have a clearer look at that. Oh no. Foliage? You're screwing me over here. Only... I don't know. I can't quite make out what that says. And here it's covered by... Caltex... Don't know what exactly it's saying because it's covered by foliage and I don't like that. I don't like that whatsoever. Let's move along anyways. At this point I don't really have much of a guess in general. I guess it's just, you know, we're just gonna have to hope that we accidentally click the right thing. Like, let's take a look at the sun. Like, the sun is vaguely in the north, which is about what I expected. Let's take a look. Are we like in Indonesia? I'm gonna wait for now, just in case we find something, but I'm not really brimming with confidence here. I think this might just be, you know, the end of the road for this streak. But I mean, what can you do? What can you do, really? There's next to no information in here. Now, of course, like, someone like Rainbolt would immediately be like, actually, this is very specifically this country, but I'm not him. I'm definitely not as good as that guy. So those things just kind of pass me by and I don't see them. So I just have to hope. I just have to hope that this might be Indonesia, but yeah. I guess, you know, we'll see eventually. I'm still holding out hope for something to show up, some sign on a building somewhere that has like a top level domain, but the time is running out and it's running out quickly. So all we can do now... Wait! Wait, that's Spanish? Oh, that was clutch. That was clutch. That was intensely clutch. Oh my god, that was last second. That was last second there. Oh my god. Okay, next round. Ooh. Luckily I didn't just send it and I waited for a bit. .ca? .ca. Now, possibly a silly question, but has California given itself its own top-level domain there? That's my question. Let's move along and find out, I guess. Could also be something else that I'm missing right now, but hard to say. Hard to say. Right, let's keep going. Try to escape the suburbs. What do we have here? Andale Road, Whitmore Drive. I mean, it looks like United States, but that .ca is kind of freaking me out slightly. Because on the one hand, yeah, seems like a very Californian thing to do. If you know, to give yourself your own top-level domain without being your own country. But on the other hand, I don't know, might have been a small country that used to be a colony of like someone who speaks English, and you know, that could be messing me up here. So I'm just, you know, kind of freaked out by that. Conestoga Mechanical Incorporated. Let's hope we find some sort of road sign. Senior's apartment. A lot of .coms, of course, but that's relatively common anyways. Okay, 50. Those signs look United States. So I'm gonna place myself down there. I mean, it's what I suspected it is, but you know, I really just hope in this case that California has its own top-level domain and it's not just some trick. Well, of course not an intentional trick or anything, but what does that sign say? University Avenue. 5th. Wait, am I really that dumb? .ca. .ca. Canada. Oh my god. That was a brain fart. That nearly cost me. But hey, that went on for long enough that you had time to make fun of me in the comments, which honestly fair at that point. Like, oh my god. How did I forget about Canada of all places? Colonized by someone speaking English, yeah. Yeah, of course. French and English in this case, but the English language stuck out to me more. Oh my god. How did that nearly go wrong? Good grief. Okay. Yeah, let's forget that happened, shall we? Okay, let's see. Let's see what else we can find here to make up for what nearly happened there. I'm still baffled by that, honestly. If you're baffled by it, I'm even more baffled by it. Okay, now do we have language here? I mean, this is probably not that much of a clue, but this is an Italian car. I saw that much. It's a Fiat. That's Italian. Kilometers. Snow warning because we're, I suppose, in the mountains. I mean, it looks mountainous here, though also somewhat arid. We could just be in Italy. That would be what I'm going. That would be my guess if I'm put on the spot. But I'm not comfortable yet just, you know, I'm not comfortable clicking that just yet. Hold on, that's the next Italian car. As a kid, I was into cars. I'm not anymore, but there's still some things that I recognize. That's another Italian car there. So, yeah, my guess would be Italy. Let's see. Come on now. Any more signs? Any language there? You know what? I'm gonna place myself down for now, just in case. You know, very first episode, I think, I forgot to place myself down when I was in Italy. So, let's not repeat that. I've repeated that. I have already repeated it. I don't want to repeat it again. 7. Great. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Anything else that we could come across here? Any signs to any near towns? Come on. I mean, this looks like it could be Italian, right? So far, everything seems Italian, but that could be confirmation bias because of some information that I found that vaguely points towards Italy, and now everything I see is pointing me towards Italy, even though it might just be pointing me in a completely different direction. And I'm just phasing that out because I've already internally kind of settled on Italy. Let's see. SP58. Does Italy have like roads that would be called that? They have SS roads. Okay, it was Italy. Okay, good. So it wasn't. I wasn't just ignoring valuable hints that were pointing me away from Italy. I actually, you know, I was actually right about that. So that's good. That's good. Okay, now let's see. What do we have here? Apartment complexes. There's a rift in the sky. Somewhat south. The rift in the sky, I think that used to happen in like Senegal, but it probably happens in some other places as well. So I'm not just gonna hone in on that quite yet. Let's try to find more information. At least there's a lot of buildings around, so we might find some writing. That graffiti I saw, by the way, but it looked a bit hard to read, so I don't want to waste time there. I want to find some more some more usable clues, some more workable clues. BK Centaur. Okay. Podgorica. Podgorica. That sounds Slavic, and Centaur with the A also sounds Slavic, but which country exactly would that be? Which country would it be? We have EU license plates, so that's something. I don't know how common they are at this point in Croatia, so it might be somewhere else. It might be, I guess, it might be Montenegro. It might be, wait, is that the shape of a country there? No. It might be like, I guess, Slovenia, but it doesn't really look Slovenian. It looks a bit too warm for Slovenia. Slovenia mostly just looks like Austria. So let's see if we can find something else. Oh, by the way, vice versa, Austria might just look like Slovenia. At least the part of Austria I'm from, the southeast. Of course, like, the really alpine places don't look like Slovenia, but yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Hard to say at this point. We don't have any top level domains here. So far, at least. I'm gonna have to place myself down in Montenegro for now. I think that one has EU license plates, yeah? Podgorica? Ah, Podgorica. It's the capital of Montenegro. Maybe I should have just checked for Podgorica. I mean, that would have been smart, but we found it in the end, so no harm, no foul, really. It's okay. Tienda el Respalón. Okay. So far, no top level domains, which are of course pretty useful, but it is like, I think that's Spanish, I think. Again, not that good at distinguishing between Spanish and Portuguese, but you know, maybe we'll find something more. Maybe we'll find something more before we have to make the guess. At least I'd appreciate that. Campo Riegre, okay. Oh, Alegre. That makes sense. Reparación de celulares. Oh, that's just a phone repair thing. Guatemala. That says Guatemala. Let's go Guatemala then, and hope that this is not somehow leading me astray, but I think it shouldn't be, right? I think it really shouldn't be. Anything here? Guatemala again. Yeah, it has to be, right? Let's go for it. There we are. 6 countries. That's nice. That's nice to see. Now this... Eastern Europe would be my first guess. Maybe Hungary? No, not Hungary. Right? Ulica, I think, is a different language. What flag do we have here? Come on, dangle in a way that I can make out, please. It's too tangled up. Okay. What do we have here? Anything specific? No, not so far. Not so far. That's a shame. The flag had some like blue and red and maybe white in it. But that's very common. That's very common. Come on now. Anything else? No? Nothing useful. No top level domains to be seen at that point. That's a shame. I don't think staying on like this kind of road is gonna be that helpful. Let's try to go across somewhere and maybe find a larger road. We instead found what's... Well, it's not a dead end. It looked like one at first, but it's not. So that's good. That's good at least. Now let's see. Can we find something more specific? You know what? Let's take a look. The license plates are pretty blurred and hard to make out. Can't go along there. Shame. What happened here? Something happened. I don't know. I don't quite know what. This is not an EU license plate. This is. Okay. Dead end. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back to the beginning. Okay. Move along. Move along. The flag did not look like the Bosnian flag. It did not look like the Croatian flag. I know that much, but I don't know which ones it looked like. SK. That would have to be Slovakia, right? Unless I'm completely messing up now, but I think it should be Slovakia, right? Let's send it. It is, good. In here. Alright. Next round. Alright, let's see. We are Yeah, we're right side traffic, okay. That's good to know. The sun is pretty much in the south, so we would have to be northern hemisphere, which, you know, means that the right side traffic doesn't rule out that much anymore. Not that much that I would have maybe guessed, at least. Now let's see, there's some... Code Cancelliera. Huh. I'm not sure. Could that... I think that's like... I've seen that word in Croatian before, but it might just appear as something completely different in other languages. After all, it's like 3 letters. Those, you know, will probably happen quite a few times. But it might still be... Like, I'm not ruling out Croatia or anything like that. Come on, please don't blur too much. Vale, okay. That's vague enough for me to not really know what it is. Stari Torac. Okay, now that's Slavic. I can tell you that much right away. So it would have to be... It would have to be like... It strikes me like Southeast European, but where exactly I don't quite know yet. Yeah, it's definitely in that area somewhere. Now, do we find like a flag or maybe a top level domain or something somewhere? That would be nice. Let's take a look at the license plates. How high is the density in EU license plates? Those are not EU license plates. No, I didn't. Come on, move me that way, please. I would for now say maybe Croatia, but it could also be like Bosnia. It could be many things in that area. I'm not that confident at this point, though. I think Bosnia has some Cyrillic, and I haven't seen any yet. .hr, that's Croatia. Okay. It's because Croatia in Croatian is like Hrvatska. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but you know that's why it's HR. It can be misleading. Oh, that's near Pula. I've been there before, briefly. Okay. Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on and see where we are here. Okay. Interesting. That's an interesting location to be at, but we can't quite leave from here. Is this just... Now, is that some... Is that just a font that's somewhat out there, or is that maybe a different script that just looks like that? I don't know. Oh, that doesn't bode well. That's gonna fill me with a whole bunch of uncertainty. Can we go out along here? We can. Alright, that's a dead end. That's a dead end. Oh no. Okay. What else do we have here? Any China shipping? Are there GeoGuessr guesses in China? Or did they just get like souvenir shop? Do we have anything near there with... Like, this is hard. Is that... Could it be Mongolia? I don't think there's Google Maps in China. At least I've never had a Chinese guess in GeoGuessr. That has never once happened to me. Okay, that looks like it could be Cyrillic. And that would maybe suggest Mongolia. After all, Mongolia used to be like Soviet. Ulaanbaatar, I think, means Red Guardian or something like that, or maybe a previous name of the city was called that. So having some more Cyrillic on stuff would make sense, but again, this is a wild guess. I have not a lot of information to go off of. It might be correct, but I might also just be completely off base. This is tough. This is... Yeah, this is a rough guess. I hope it's correct, but honestly, if it's not, you know, I'm not even gonna be too mad at myself for that, because there isn't really that much information to be gathered. It was Kyrgyzstan, okay. They also have Cyrillic, that makes sense. And they're also bordering China. Yeah, I mean, basically I had pretty much the same reasoning, it was just not the right one. But that's okay. Honestly, I'm not too mad at that. A streak of 8 countries isn't that bad. I'll take it. Yeah, this one was just a bit difficult. But hey, what can you do? Some guesses will be difficult.